Did you know that in Maya you can use any shape and distribute one or multiple objects within this shape? Let me show you how you can do that. For example, I want to create a plane, assign it material, and use PNG with a leaf and distribute it inside those shapes. I'll create a plane. I'll click T to get access to the settings. I will reduce subdivisions. I'll just keep it as a one polygon. Then with right mouse button, I will assign new material. I'll actually assign my favorite material, which is just standard surface. Here in attribute editor, and I'll find the color. I will click here and I'll choose file. With the file, I'll just click on this icon and I will find the texture that I want to assign. And by the way, I'm using a PNG file that already has transparency in that. And this is very important if you want to have alpha cut with your plane. I got my leaf. Let me have a closer look at it. If you can see the texture, check out the settings here. First of all, you need to make sure you use textured, otherwise you will just see your plane. And make sure you don't use default material, because if default material is on, you won't see the material you applied, you only will see the default materials. If the back of your plane looks black like that, then you need to go into lighting and switch two-sided lighting on. Now select your plane and go to mesh shelf and click this icon, create mesh network. Go to attribute editor and select your mesh distribute node. Let's switch it back to 0. And here where you see distribution type, you need to select mesh. And now you can see that you have this input mesh field. All you need to do is to select the mesh, this one. You need to find this mesh in outliner and click on it with middle mouse button. Click and hold and just drag it to input mesh, just like that. Now you'll see that your leaf plants start distributing along the mesh. Let's look at distribute settings. Here you see method, and instead of scatter, you should choose voxel. And now you'll see that May distributed plane within those shapes, but it doesn't look exactly like we want to. And if you go back to attribute editor and switch to mesh node, there's a node called random. Just click on it and click add random node. Let's go into random settings, and first of all let's try to move rotation a little bit, so we can adjust position a little bit. I think this is already looking quite good.